Honestly, every time I play one of these Life is Strange games, I get a little bit emotional just because of the music alone. Let alone the story just takes me into different turns and twists. But honestly, this is a game that I generally enjoy. I really do enjoy this. It brings it right back to the original where Max can control time again and all that. I mean, that's not very hidden from the trailers. And of course, if you've seen any portion of this, you'll know that both Chloe has returned if you've played the first game. By the way, this is major game spoilers. If you haven't played the first game, play that now and then come back to this video, because this game basically spoils the first game in the first like 5-10 minutes, and it also does the double exposure as well. I kind of give some stuff away on double exposure, so I'd say this is for the more fans of the story. But if you generally haven't played those games, then go play them and come back here. That said, I will be skipping out the introduction of this game inside this video, so it might seem like a bit of a time jump right after the intro. Other than that, hopefully you'll enjoy. This is a Jump Inside episode. This is where we'll cover things that I'll have experienced within the first 2 hours in a short 10-minute video. So without no further ado, this is Jump Inside. Let's get started.
Maybe try reminding her that a drum machine doesn't take up half the van and smell like ass after the gig. 20 minutes? Yeah, okay. I can make that work.
Yes, you start out this game playing as Chloe, not Max, strangely enough. And if you're as confused as me about why you're playing as Chloe, considering on events that may have happened in previous games, then you're not the only one. Yes, this is a little bit confusing why you're playing as her, but I do have a theory on this. I'll find out if I'm right during my review.
Last call, dearie. Either your band is heading on stage now, or I call the show.
Fuck. No show means no fee, means no gas, means no tour, means... Fuck!
And this game doesn't shy away from being a decision-making game. Immediately, you get to choose lie, negotiate, or threaten.
Look, I hear you. My drummer's being a real Lars Ulbich right now. Give me just 20 more minutes.
I told you, it's now or never.
And that's when something weird happens. As Chloe stares into the mirror, she starts to feel a bit weird and then falls back into the table. So Chloe's fallen into this world, and she mentions again, meaning that she's experienced this more than once, and she also mentions that this is a nightmare, so obviously this isn't a pleasant experience for her. And she probably knows what's going to happen inside this vision, but she's probably going to experience new stuff as well. As she continues, she walks past a gravestone which keeps changing the name on it. It keeps going to Chloe E. Price, to 2013, to Joyce Madison, to Chloe again, and it just keeps repeating this, meaning this is quite confusing about what's exactly happening here. Then, as you proceed, you eventually hit a lighthouse, and guess who's at the lighthouse? Well, it's none other than Max. What the heck is going on? Nobody has any idea.
Max?
Next, she sees Safae laying on the ground, but you gotta keep in mind, Chloe doesn't know who Safae is. So this is clearly a vision, not just a nightmare. But what type of vision is this? Is this a vision of the future? A vision of something that's going to happen? Like, what is happening right now?
No!
And as we enter back where we were before, we also noticed that the mirror has somewhat of a damage to it. Maybe that's the bullet that Max shot, but how could that actually be happening? That's weird. So I'm a little bit confused myself, to be honest with you. Then next we have a title sequence, and we see Max driving in a car, pulling up to do some photography work. This should be fun. And as Max is a photographer, you're going to learn how to use a camera to take pictures. This is going to be a really fun thing to do because, you know, you can just take pictures. we'll talk about that. That's cool. It's fun. It's a fun thing to do, especially in a game like this. Then her phone starts blowing up with messages, and she opens up her phone to see what's going on, and it's not good. The campus that she works at, it's on fire. There's no other choice. She has to make it back.
Something horrible is happening on campus. I've got to get back now.
So as you arrive back at campus, you will see one of these little posters on the side that will say Loretta's March.
Loretta's March? What does Loretta have to do with all of this?
You make your way up to the building and you can see that the building's on fire and there's no way that you can open it up. The doors have basically been chained and there's a fire happening on the inside. This is not accident. Something's happened and someone's done this on purpose. So what the hell is going on? We need to solve this. As Max starts seeing that the whole entire campus is on fire, she turns and hears Moses, one of her good friends, on the rooftop.
Moses? Hold on! I'm coming!
Not knowing how to get inside, she even tries opening up a door, but the door handle is way too hot for her to do anything. She can't do anything, and Moses is trapped. What is she going to do? Well, nothing. Moses vanishes in the fire, there's a big explosion, and she collapses onto the floor a little bit. Even though it hurt a bit, she did see a photograph not so far away from her, and when she concentrates on photograph, she can go back to when that photograph was taken. This photograph was taken before she went on that trip 3 days ago. So, is 3 days enough to save everybody that burnt in the fire? Well, that's what this game is all about. As you go back through this photo and you walk back in time to before it was taken, your job is to do one thing. That is to find out who started the fire. Well, after a while, you go and meet Moses and you kind of explain everything to him, mainly because Moses knows that you can time travel, so he can help you understand exactly what's going on. Before anything gets out of hand, and just for some basic training with Max, Moses gives Max some time traveling techniques on things that she can do. So, for example, he asks her to get a mug from a locked cabinet. When she opens up the locked cabinet, the mug breaks on the floor. Oh no. But don't worry, because what Max can do is go back in time, get something soft for it to land on, and then capture the mug again properly. Also, power that Max has is to keep objects that she collects while she's been time traveling. So, for example, she can go back in time before she broke the cabinet, and then she can still keep the mug because she had it on her in her inventory.
Please hand me the object behind that locked door. Thanks. I'll put the kettle on.
And that's kind of where I'll leave you. So this is what the story is. There is a fire going on at the campus that's going to happen in 3 days. So Max A has to solve what's happening there. B, she's got time traveling powers, so she can travel in time again. So that's brilliant. And then C, we get to play as Chloe, as we have a bit of a mystery on the side of what the heck is happening with Chloe and with Safi, because those two characters are in this game, so what's going on? Nobody knows. Anyway, you know what? Absolutely love this game. I can't wait to find out all the mysteries inside it. I haven't completed this game, but this is my experience with playing it. I think this is a class game. I love Life is Strange. If you haven't played 1 or 2, you should go play those. You should also play Double Exposure and just experience the whole of the Life is Strange story. These games are so good, and I honestly can't wait to complete this. But there you go, Life is Strange Reunion. Thank you. I will see you guys on another video very soon. Goodbye. Hey, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, then please don't forget to give a like and subscribe to the channel. That would be amazing. Thank you so much. Anyway, I will see you guys on another Jump Inside video very soon. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.